I want my own personal platform where I don't have to worry about logging into all these different social media platforms. I don't want to have to worry about managing different platforms. I want one independent platform where I publish all of my content, whether it's music, videos, it could be a post, it could be books, whatever. I want it on one single independent platform that only I can access. Kind of like a crypto wallet, something like that, where I have like 12 words or just something different. Yeah, I can use a fingerprint, facial recognition, whatever. I can only access it. And then I said this yesterday, and then my AI assistant distributes my stuff on every single platform. My AI goes and distributes it at the right time where there's peak eyeballs, or like at that precise time, um, unless I want it published right this second because like I want everyone to see it right now. But on each platform, to be published at the right timing to get most potential eyes on my content. I don't want to have to sit here and try to figure out like the algorithm and this and that. I want the AI to figure that out. You call me lazy or whatever, but that's just so much work, man. That's just so much work to try to figure that out. But if I publish something on my own personal autonomous site, what have you, um, and my AI assistant distributes it on every single thing, perhaps it might automatically take some things out on different sites so it could be more um like family friendly, or for that site friendly. Like it'll automatically, it might manipulate it, and before it posts there, it'll send me like a notification like, are you fine with this being changed? And I can approve it. It can post how it is, because I'm so tired of having to worry about being hit in the algorithm because I say something that is the algorithm dings me against. Like, I don't know what the algorithm is. I don't know. I don't know, like, if they change things. I've had videos that have been up for like a couple years, and then YouTube like has a problem with it because they changed their policy. Like, I'm not going to be up to date on every single platform with their up to date policies. Like, I want AI to figure that out. And then whatever if they do update it, then my AI can go in there and like fix it real quick. It could change some words around, sending me notifications letting me know that it's doing it. It can stay on there as is, or like it can be edited automatically with AI. So my AI is pretty much going to know, my AI assistant's going to know me very well, probably better than I know myself. So it's going to, be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to change it. And it'll be everything that we're putting on the internet. AI is going to be able to replicate you very well. AI is going to be able, like, people have to understand, like, our privacy is going to be given up. It already is given up. We've already willingly given up our privacy when we post on these platforms. Like, that's what those things are at the first. Like, when you sign that agreement, that it's up to you're basically signing all your rights away, pretty much. um and letting them have your data or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and keep up to date. My AI can do that. That's what I'm saying. My AI can manage my. I want to be able to, instead of like it just being like on a whim. I just decide to, or I have to like sit here and like at this time I have to post because it gets the most potential views. I want my AI to figure that out. Like that's where we're headed. Um, and that's probably like what's going to happen. But it's frustrating because it's not here yet. That's where I kind of feel like I'm ahead of the curve somewhat. Um, so like and I just take my imagination, and I'm not a time traveler. I'm not a predict. I just take my time. I take my imagination, and then I filter it with the technology evolution that's happening right now, and then I just like put two and two together, and I come up with different ideas and concepts. And so, I might have heard this type of some of it, like having your own individual platform. I heard that from, I think, Ian Crossland of a Timcast. But all this other stuff, like I've been coming up with myself, was like the algorithm. I'm so tired of the algorithm. I you know when I'm on X, X is almost like I almost don't even want to use it at this point because my algorithm is just like the left hating on Trump constantly. That's all it is, and I just like I'm bored with it. That's so boring. Like they're all saying the exact same thing, and I guess I can manually just like take take words out or whatever. Like I don't want that. I just want you know I want my algorithm to be. I want I want more input. This algorithms kind of feel like back when I was a kid, and I had no control over what rerun. I like to watch reruns and stuff like that, but I didn't have any control over what rerun would be shown. The cable company had complete control, and that's what our algorithm feels like. It feels like I like there's content I want to watch, but there's some things I don't want to watch. Um, and I kind of think that like the algorithms, like for instance, I want to be able to like I don't want big platforms. I don't want to hear from big platforms anymore. That's something I would like to put in their algorithm. I don't want people with more than 10,000 subscribers. Like I'm tired of these big platforms really at this point. I kind of like these smaller platforms. Um, even like a couple hundred people that are following them. It's just because I relate to them more. I don't relate to big platforms. They kind of feel like celebrities or rich celebrities. Like I don't relate to you, man. My life is not. I don't live in a mansion. Like when I was growing up, I always wanted to. You see, like was it MTV Cribs? You see these mansions and these lavish lifestyles, and it's like you dream, and you're like, I want that one day, but it's like I'm at to the point where I'm never gonna have that, and I accept that, and I really don't want that at this point. Um, it's just like too much work, too much upkeep. I don't want to be like Andrew Tate having like Bugatti and it's like all these tens is like physically or whatever. And it's just I just I want things to just kind of be regular. One show, shows like Tool Time and Roseanne did really, really well back in the day because it's really relatable to people who are working class. And that's how I feel when I see people like making videos like this. Is it's really relatable. It's not edited. You don't see a lot of these people film like I do, just with their phone. They don't worry about uh, lighting or uh, the sound. Like it's got to be perfect, like microphones or It's just pretty much I'm just going to use the basic technology on my phone. I'm just going to say my ideas off the cuff. I'm not even like scripting it. And it feels more real, it feels more authentic. That's how I want my algorithm to be like. And I want I want complete control over my algorithm. And I think that AI assistance will definitely help out with that. Being able to be like, dude, I don't want to see these leftists complain about Trump or Elon constantly. I don't want to see them like like they hate Russia. They want to go to war with Russia and like, but they're behind a keyboard and they'll never have to fight on the front lines. I don't want to see these people. I don't really care about their opinions. They don't live in reality. So like I'm just with content, I like to create content. Yeah, I've created a lot of different type of content, whether it's books, music, or like content like this, shorts, like little skits. I try to be real. I'm really versatile. Um, but I also like to consume content. I like to do both. I like to consume content because it gives me ideas. When I listen to somebody else's content, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, it gives me ideas too. And I can expound upon those, or innovate, or their ideas or whatever. So it's just like the algorithm. What on any of these sites, it just seems like watching reruns. Well, you like to watch the reruns, but it's just like maybe I would like to watch this rerun instead, or you know I think that we're also gonna have I do think that at some point we will probably we won't have cell phones. That we will just use our we'll have glasses. And um I wouldn't be surprised if we like, walk around with like some type of like helmets almost, so we can like use know the thinking. We won't need to use our voices. We'll be wearing something that the AI will be able to monitor, and it's going to be able to read your brain waves and know what you're thinking. And you're going to be able to just think, I want to be in this situation right now physically. And I want it to be like this. I want to edit this. I don't want this here in this world. Like when we start creating like video games that have become more and more like you're really in the matrix, because that's where we're headed. If we're not even there already, like right now, I don't know. Like I think I'm in baseline reality. And um I think it's possible we're in a simulation. um it seems like we're separated, and it seems like we self separate a lot in our society. And I think that like what caused that was COVID. And I also think like we will need a UBI, and I think we're getting pretty close to that. Um, I think that we will need some type of social credit score, but the social credit score shouldn't be just like how it is now. Like we have a credit score, it takes forever to build up your credit for finances, and then you can like it can go down really quick, but it takes forever to build up. You know, if I'm doing something really bad, like hurting people physically or whatever, or like, yeah, like it could go down, but like I should be able to recover. I should be able to, like, our current financial credit score doesn't take into account that I pay rent. I pay, I pay utilities, like I pay bills, other bills that it doesn't take into account that. Like, okay, for instance, like my credit score is about to take a big hit, and that's what's been worrying me for getting another place. I'm about to probably go in the 400s, but it doesn't take into account that I've been consistent all this time, and because I'm going through hardship right now I have to suffer for a few years. Some of it's my fault, but some of it's not my fault. Um, because of the economy, because of money printing, you know, and there's no like it almost seems like we do need a reset. You know, the dollar just seems so outdated at this point. It's harder and harder to just have like live regular, just to live. It's so easy to get access to like information now, um, and entertainment, but it's getting harder and hard. Like insurance is almost worthless at this point. It really is, man. Like any type of insurance just feels so worthless. It almost seems like we need like a baseline thing that we're taking care of, and if like you need the extras. So like Tim Pool's talking about like a universal basic medical. Like if I have to go to the doctor for a checkup or whatever, it really shouldn't cost me $100 for a copay. I paid premiums. Like right now, I don't even have health insurance, but when I did, I had to pay, the premium, the copays. It's like just to get a checkup, just to see if I'm good. At the same time, our government is letting people on welfare use their SNAP to get all kinds of like bad food for them, and then they get free healthcare on top of that. So it's like like they're eating bad. They're a lot of them aren't working, so they're not living healthy lifestyles, and then they just go to the doctor for any type of ailment, and it's just exaggerate whatever, just making the problem worse. Um, that's it for this video, but I'm gonna make another one.